Okay, so hello and welcome. I am Chantel Stewart, as you may know. So we are about to get into the reading, get into the messages for whomever it may concern. What are the messages? What are the messages? We have the Death card that fell out in reverse. So somebody may be struggling with they just will not let go. You know, like, I feel like this person was wrong about something, and it's like they can't take the fact that they were wrong about something. But I pick up that this individual was being like somewhat nasty about situations. You know, it's like they did something and now it's time to reap the consequences. And you know, it's they're still doing what they do in order to get out of situations, troublesome situations that they put themselves into. Okay. So this person is in trouble in some way, shape, or form. And it's like they're gonna die with a smile. It's giving Ted Bundy. It's giving Ted Bundy. Because I'm trying to tell you, Ted Bundy knew he did all that shit. And when he's in the courtroom, when he's on interviews, he is so convincing. And he's just putting on this show. He's just giving personality. He's giving charm. I'm just like, this is crazy. This man is crazy. So that's the type of vibes that is giving me. You know, like somebody, they're going to go down like, maybe it's kind of like they're going to go down with their secrets, or maybe it's like, I'm going to die with these secrets. I'm going to take this to the grave. You know what I'm saying? So there may be things that are coming out about this person. Okay. It's funny because it's kind of like all you have to do is let go and change, you know, like just transform. Like all you have to do is let go and take accountability. You were wrong. So it's kind of like, okay, so own it. You know, but this person, it's like they I feel like they're looking very delusional at this point in time. And I feel like they're mad too. They may be mad at the individual that we're doing the reading for. Okay. I feel like it's embarrassing and it's humiliating. Which means that, you know, they may have been like psychotic in a certain situation. It may have gotten real psychotic with this person. And people are starting to find out that it was for no reason. Or it's over something stupid, petty, and jealous. It's like jealousy, but this person is constantly trying to prove like they're not jealous. Or maybe it's like they're trying to manipulate situations to make it look like you're jealous of them. Because I heard flipper. Okay, so they're trying to flip the situation around. So, you know, this is a cowardly person. So, because there's been some type of like bullying or something behind the scenes. This person has been talking shit about somebody. They have been making fun of somebody. They have been doing something, gossiping, sitting around gossiping about somebody else. And, you know, they had the story wrong, or somebody was in the wrong. This person is not going to let up. This person, they're not going to let up. Okay. All right. So we have a projection. And these people, it's a group of people. So it could be a family, it could be a community, it could be a group friend, a friend group, or it could be, like I said, a community. Okay. Really picking up more so of community, but also family. Like, so somebody is lying. It's like the person on the outside is lying to the individual. It's I think this is gossip. Okay? I think this is gossip. Somebody is trying to say that, well, wait, let's just wait. In the position of your crown, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Cups. We're going to leave it right there. So, I mean, this person's projections does not matter. You know, I mean, it's a conversation between two people. I mean, it's like a whole bunch of lies. I think that they turned on each other too, and they went their separate ways. Okay, so plans have been canceled. We have the Magician card here in reverse for the opposition. Okay, plans got canceled. They were not able to stop something from coming to you. I think that's this Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles can be it's a gift. It could be a person, it could be a spiritual gift, it could be a physical, practical gift. So my thing is, what I pick up, you know that you're a gift. This is the gift that keeps on growing, that keeps on giving, we'll say. So you know that you're a generous person and you're a charitable person. You, regardless of what people are saying about you or what type of rumors somebody is spreading about you, for one, they're getting exposed anyway. So it doesn't matter what people have to say. I feel like there are people who jumped on a bandwagon with this person when it came to you because these people were secretly hating on you and jealous of you anyway. So it's like as soon as the opportunity presented itself for them to opt up, they jumped on the bandwagon. They jumped on it. You know, these people are having issues with, like, you got couples, you got people here to where they're in relationship, dead end relationships. They're thinking about their exes. They're thinking about the past and how bad other relationships were, or experiences in relationships, or even friendships. You know, like this person, these people, they're trying to get away from each other, but it's like a secret. And everybody fell into this trap because they all came together to come up against you. You see, when people don't want to deal with the issues that they have going on within their life, within themselves, you know, this is displacement. They like to target somebody on the outside. So in a way, it's like these people, they're underdeveloped. They don't want to deal or face their problems. They probably can't stand their partners, you know. But I mean, some people, they stay for the stability. If you have children, it's kind of like some people are just like, well, might as well stay for the children. And, you know, the thing is that everybody is in relationships for a reason other than love. People have fallen out of love, like with their partners. They're not fucking with their families. Like, it's really, really messy in this situation. And I'm just like, how the fuck are you going to project that onto somebody else who's not even around? That's what I'm saying. Somebody is lying. It's kind of like they're telling people what's going on with them and what they have going on, but they're saying that it's you when it's really them. I think that they're being exposed for that too. It's like liar, it keeps screaming at me, liar, 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 that liar. So people are getting, or somebody in particular is getting caught up in like multiple lies. This, you know, the opposition is taking itself out, right? Everybody has turned on each other. It's real sad here. You know, people were confused. They're not confused anymore. People are forgetting who they are. They're forgetting their dreams, their goals, their aspirations. It's like people totally neglected themselves and their life, their desires, their needs, their wants to be able to come. Motherfuckers do not have shit to do with their life. That's what this is. You don't have anything to do with your life except for trying to mess with somebody just because you think you're going to get away with it, because that's what this outside person was thinking. You know, they probably are in a big group of, like, it could be like real popular. Everybody is on a certain social status and people are doing this, people are doing that. It doesn't really look like people are doing much of anything right now. You know, it's kind of like when it comes to their dreams and their goals, people was trying to put shit together so fast. People came up with an idea and acted on it, and there's nothing wrong with that because business is trial and error. You know, but after some time and experience, it's kind of like, okay, you know, we keep doing the same shit, but nothing is changing. You know, maybe you should take time out to plan this shit out, to really visualize it first. You know, every department within the idea, like a business idea, let's say you want to get, like a restaurant, bathroom, dining room, kitchen, all of that has to be broken down like to a T. When it comes to inventory, when it comes to how the structure, the layout is going to be, buying materials, all that type of stuff. There's a lot to consider. But, I know a lot of people, that, they just jump out there. I think that's brave. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want to be smart, especially if you're going to be investing. So the opposite of what these individuals are going through, that's you. Okay. So you're in pursuit of your dreams. In pursuit of your dreams, you have a very strong desire for peace. You're giving people grace at this time. Okay. I don't know if you know what's going on, but you're very graceful, very peaceful. And there's something very influential about you, very healthy influence. Okay. And there's something consistent here too, consistency. Now, I'm going to read this in more of like a practical way because I see a lot of money here with the Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So, I have a feeling, but this could be a paycheck though. When it comes to a paycheck, maybe you're going to get more on the paycheck than what you thought you was going to get. But I'm picking up because I see a hand dropping a bag in somebody's hand. So this is anonymous. You may receive some type of funds or donations, something charitable, and the giver is anonymous. Which is kind of weird because how can somebody say thank you? But usually when people do something like that, they already know that you're going to be grateful for it, and they really don't need to hear you say thank you, because let's say if you do a GoFundMe and anonymous person donates like $10,000 or something, it's just like, oh my God, thank you so much. But that person did that. They don't want to be like recognized for it. It may be some situations too going on to where, I don't know, I just pick up the person on the other end is going to want to be careful. Careful for what? Maybe the person wants you to be careful, okay? But I feel like if you do get something and it's going to be anonymous, it's not going to be something that people are going to know about. So all you have to do is not say anything and don't tell nobody. Okay. Somebody, you may be receiving some money or some funds. I just pick up a GoFundMe. I don't I pick up some shit on the internet, okay? Um, but this donation that you're asking for is like, it's going to help you invest in your dreams. Okay? There's some type of breakthrough that you're having. I think it's like some type of creative breakthrough, to where you're taking a new direction. Okay, and in taking a new direction, you're gonna need some new tools. The Ace of Pentacles can represent that tool. Okay, so somebody just may gift you with something, like I said, if it's like a GoFundMe, if you're in need of a specific tool or something, somebody may just gift you with the tool. But overall, you know what it is that you need. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles too, this is also harvest. So this could be harvest season for you, and eights represent abundance. Somebody may want to take you out to eat, because with the Knight here, this is romance. The person, they don't want a sex only situation, but they don't want a serious relationship either. So it's like this person, it's like an admirer. This person can just be around you, and usually the Knight comes in before the King. You have to have an experience to, something romantic or something fun that opens up your heart. Okay, before the King comes in, which means that you may not seem available. Okay, so this experience that you may have, or that you have already have, is going to open you up, or has opened you up emotionally. Okay, or it is going to. Okay. These individuals may have been trying to stop something from happening for you or coming towards you. Your mind is, this Ace of Pentacles is very mysterious, because I think it's a person. I think that you're going to be surprised. You may run into somebody and that just may be your person. Or it could be somebody that wants to be a part of your vision or your dream. You know what I'm saying? If that is the case, this person has a lot of skills. You know what I'm saying? They may not be professional, because sometimes, that's why it's so mysterious. That's why it's so mysterious. Because this person may not be like a professional, carry themselves professionally, but maybe with what you're doing, you need some help, and this person is willing to help. And it just so happens that it's like you luck up, like, wow, you do a good job at this. You do a good job with what you do, and you're willing to just, like, work with me. And the person is just like, well, yeah, that's a gift from God. Okay. You see, you're getting and you're receiving all of the things that other people wanted. See, people may have seen your vision. God may have shown, but I keep saying the same shit over and over again, because that's how opposition works. You are placed in your opposition's life to be able to help them. But 9 times out of 10, what do opposition do? They go against you. So where you're going, they can't go with you, but they're supposed to. So that's what I'm saying. It just seemed like maybe your vision, the future, your future ahead, your future life, it may have been so bright that it blinded other individuals. So it's kind of like they took it on as their vision. But at the same, they took it on, as their vision. And I feel like over time, the vision, the more they thought about the vision, it seemed impossible, or it seemed like unbelievable. So this is when they start getting irritated, because they're noticing that what they're doing in their life, even though they're trying to get nowhere fast, deep down inside they know that that's not the way. They know that this is not it. Like, what I'm doing is not going to lead to a life like that. And so with that realization, that triggers them and they get really upset. And I believe that's when they start trying to come for you and opt for you. That's why I said earlier, individuals were secretly jealous of you. And the moment they got the opportunity to opt up, with somebody else, because people thought that they could hide behind the main person. But now the main person is turning on everybody. It's a shit show. Now everybody's against everybody. Nobody knows who to believe, what to believe. It's very messy, very confusing. It's like a ball of yarn with these people. And you're over here just living life. So Ace of Pentacles also represents, of course, a new beginning, a new soulful beginning, but also inspiration. So you may know that you are an inspiration to somebody, okay? Somebody that you admire, or somebody who admires you. Maybe yeah, you are an inspiration to them. I think that you're an inspiration to other people, but your opposition, they just don't want to receive it, because I mean they want what God promised you. So they done messed up, they done fucked up, they can't come with you, they will not have access to you. They're still going to continue to be them, and they're still going to continue to op up and be ops. But it's kind of like, the more you keep going, it's the further you move away from all of that, and you just get away from it, and I guarantee they're being like little pests, to where they keep trying to poke and aggravate and annoy and this and that, They're very upset because they can't create illusions. They want to emotionally manipulate you in a bad way, to where maybe they can upset you enough to where they'll get some type of reaction out of you or something. So I'm just telling you about the ops. You're gonna feel the energy, because you have been feeling the energy, but you may have not known where it was coming from. So what's about to happen now is that when you get around certain people, it's going to feel like that they're hiding something from you. So you're going to know that those are the ones. Those are, because some of them may be around you or trying to come around. I don't think nobody's around you, though. I don't think nobody's around you. It's giving me, you were in this place with everybody, but it's like you moved, and when you moved, it seemed like your blessings came in, right? Because they gonna block them blessings, right? Okay, so people don't know, right? That's why they're lying and gossiping, because they don't know what you have going on. It's like they don't know where you're at. They don't know what your life looks like. So obviously you're not on social media like posting too much about your life. Okay. I feel like somebody's asking a question. It's like they want to know how does somebody feel about their work. Okay, so the thing is that, somebody thinks that your work is amazing. I think you can't really see it though. Maybe they're not telling you, or you can't see it in their expression or something like that. I pick up it's a little intimidating for this person. Okay, so look, when we shine, it's attractive. And let me see, how am I going to say this? When we shine, it's attractive, right? So the thing is that to this person, you shine very bright to where your light is blinding to them. So they love the light. They love whatever it is in which that you do. It's just, is it you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It, okay, so what I pick up is okay, so maybe what you do, you shine at what you do. So in this person's mind, they see the amazingness, they see the greatness. So it's kind of like they know that you would have a lot of suitors. That you would have a lot of people of interest, and this person doesn't want to be put up against other people. They don't want to compete, so it's kind of like whatever you do, they like it, they love it, they appreciate it, but they probably just don't mention it. And you're kind of like, well, why they don't say nothing? Like, how do they feel? Like, what do they think? They think it's awesome. You think it's awesome too. The feeling is mutual. Well, I think that this person feels more from whatever it is in which that you do, which is why it kind of comes off intimidating to them. You know what I'm saying? I hear something. I saw a chest. A model, a dancer, or something. Ooh, I see a big chest. I can't. It's got a shirt on. It's a white shirt, and the shirt is wet. So. So you must, is this a man? So you must be a man. You want to know about a woman. Okay, so you may be too much temptation for her. I could feel it. I could feel it. It's like wanna just like bite you type shit. Like, this person has more respect for you than that. So they're being disciplined. She's being a good woman. Maybe you're in a relationship. She knows she needs to respect you and be on her best behavior. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you're looking for the truth. But if this woman was to give you the truth, shit, you might jump out your drawers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. It's like that for her. What you got going on? I don't know. Maybe you some type of gym, some type of fitness coach or assistant or something like that. But I also heard male stripper. Is he a male stripper? Oh my God. Ooh. Yeah. Don't get close to me with that thing. Don't put that thing in my face. I might bite that bitch off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. My. Okay. Well, shit, if you a dancer, it look like it's, it's going to be some heavy rain flow for you. Okay. Oh, I ain't never pick up on no energy like this. Not the male stripper. Child, I can't tell my business. Man, they used to come to the club, and the club had like this border, but they had like it had like a little wall that separated the dance floor from like the bar or whatever. And it was an open space on the top, but they would have like wooden poles, and they would have dancers on a specific night. Them dudes used to be climbing on the walls. They was all over that podium, just like, I don't know. They be humping that shit. And see, male strippers, they're different from women because they nasty. They love interaction. I can't. Okay. Shit. Yeah, honey, that shit triggered me because I'm starting to think about it. I'm starting to think about that night. I was like, do not put that in my face. Don't put that in my face. Don't do it. Oh. So anyway. Okay, so I mean, shit, if you are a male dancer, then a lot of that energy that you're giving off, a lot of that shit is like sexual energy. So, of course, you know what I mean? And it just may be, it just may be a lot, maybe a little too much for, this person or what have you, but they think highly of you, they admire you. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sure that that's pretty different from dealing with women to where I know they probably be throwing themselves at you all the time. Like even when you're not, I'm gonna tell you, I was walking down the street about a year ago. There used to be a guy, but he seemed like, I think he was a younger gentleman, maybe like 28. And I mean, I used to see him like everywhere, and I'm just like, what is it about him? There's something going on like with him. Like I see him everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, it just looked like sex all over him. But he wasn't attractive. His energy wasn't attractive, and it wasn't giving me sexy vibes. It just looked like sex on him. Like, did he just finish having sex or something? Like, I don't know how to explain it. So then one day I was walking, and he said, I got dick for sale. I said, oh. I said, that's the shit I was picking up on. He was like, I got a $20 special. I was like, well, no thank you. I don't pay to play, right? Bitch, if I want to play, I'm going to play. Right? Oh my God. Ooh, having too much fun. So we're going to wrap it up there. Until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.